You think people are really gonna watch this?
They ain't got nothing else to do.
Right?
Word.
I ain't going on social media talking shit about TDS radio. I know that much.
My man, Coach Block.
What's up, cuz? How we living?
You're rocking with TDS radio.
Get it, Kim. All right. She got a vision, and she wants us to execute this vision.
Ooh, man. That's what TDS is about today.
Ken and Kim are the two dopest siblings that I know.
All right, man. You ready?
I'm not ready. Are they ready? What's up? It's your man, Coach Block, one half of TDS Radio, and I am here with my sister.
Your girl so fab. Hey, y'all. We got a special edition today. Super excited. The super dope guest in the building. I'm excited. Are you excited?
I am excited, but let's clarify one thing because people keep asking us this stuff. We are not twins. We just got asked that today. And yes, we are biological siblings. Yes, this is my sister, but we are not twins because I don't know how to feel about that her way or my way. Because because there's a 7-year difference. So I don't know how she should take that. Right. Like, you know, underneath this hat, it's going to do a lot of explaining. So maybe I should take my hat off. And then y'all be like, oh, we see y'all aren't okay. But underneath this hat, there's a lot of shining. But we have a guest today, and this guest to me, like when people give their Mount Rushmores and their greatest, like for me, it's like I've been watching this guy. I was born in 81. I've been watching this guy since I've been born with comedy, and I've seen him from the little Widow's Peak to everything. I didn't see it. I didn't see it all, the Widow's Peak and all. So I'm just excited to get to opportunity to talk with him. And you got the bio, so go ahead with the bio.
I do. I'm so excited. So if you guys haven't seen, Tommy Davidson's exceptional range in stand-up comedy, acting, and versatile music ability has earned him a reputation as an extraordinary performer. Now, he's best known as one of the original stars of the hit television show In Living Color, but there's so much more to this man, and we're going to get to that today. Tommy's visibility increased rapidly, and he became widely known for his innovative talent. So please, please, please make sure y'all give it up for this living legend, Tommy Davidson.
Boom!
The hip culture, you know what I mean?
So first of all, we want to thank you for taking this interview. We're not going to take up a lot of your time, but we definitely have some questions that we want to get into. We both watched the Shay Sharp one because we didn't want to ask the same questions as Shay Sharp. You know what I mean? We want to make sure we get different questions in there.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. That's why I came. I'm all open. And there's something in the water in North Carolina, because let me tell you, man, I've been meeting the most spiritually centered, talented, caring, strong African Americans, man.
That's what's up.
From Greensboro to Raleigh to Charlotte.
Yeah.
And for some reason, and Philly was like that about 25 years ago. The Roots was coming out of there, Jill Scott.
Yep.
But now it's Carolina's coming out with this whole new culture movement.
Yeah.
And I feel it because I have personal relationships with producers and all kind of people from that area, man.
That's what's up.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Absolutely. So are you excited? Are you happy to see us again? Because I know, Raleigh is definitely on your stop when it comes to you touring. So I'm excited to see you again.
Oh yeah. It's always good to go there. It's always good to go there. It's a whole nother clique.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole Carolina clique.
Yeah.
It's not Charlotte.
Right.
They're all different.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the differences there is the school, and people stay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Stay. So you'll get a whole mix of cultures there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You do.
And that's one of the things that I've noticed over the years, and especially when it comes to comedy. I go into a room with the more multicultural,
Yeah.
the farther we gonna go.
I know that's right.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like let wheel. Okay, Mexicans turn. Okay, you know what I mean? Okay, black people turn. Okay, you want to turn? All right, you got to turn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's right.
And so, what you speaking that, there was something that I noticed in some of your interviews where you had talked about that dynamic in Living Color. Like in the 90s, there was so many different races and nationalities amongst that show that you guys were able to cover that wide span of jokes and topics and issues that plague the culture, but put a laugh to it.
Yeah.
Even now, when we're talking about laughter, and we might as well talk about it right first. The political race that we have right now. How do we find the ability to still laugh, knowing how serious this is? Because we don't want it to be so serious that it breaks people.
Right.
But how would you have a set where you introduce humor to something that is so serious?
Just defending happy.
Mm-hmm.
Defending happy, man, because happy is a very scarce resource.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
So if you can get it in a spoonful, if you can get it for an hour, if you can get it for a moment or a second, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what matters.
Right.
So to me, I just come in there with what I got for the audience.
Right.
I was born to do this.
Right.
So I'm happy dispenser.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
I've got the greatest job. I'm not like the people in luggage at the airport. First thing you hear in the morning, where's my damn bag? You know what I mean? Now I don't want to hear all that.
Get the line moving, damn it.
Yeah, sir, serve my ass. You know what I mean? Where my bags? You know what I mean? We just got here. I've been here all night. But what I get is, hey man, what's up, man?
Yeah.
My grandmother love you.
Mm-hmm.
Can you take a picture?
Mm-hmm.
Or I can be feeling like, oh, this and that is going on in my life or whatever, and somebody be like, it's you.
Yeah.
It's you, man.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, me? Yeah, you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And that's one thing that I want to ask you because, like you said, during the climate and just being a comedian for so long and knowing that, you can't always be happy, mental health is very real. So how do you protect that, especially when so much is asked of you with your energy and having to be, funny all the time and always be on?
It came with time.
Okay.
It came with starting to accept what my real purpose is. Seeking and doing God's will out here. I'm paying back all the blessings and all the lessons that people gave to me freely. And that just I know I fit.
Yeah.
Right.
I know I fit within it all, and I ain't got to try too hard.
Yeah.
And I can just be me.
Yeah.
And especially when I can separate the Hollywood part.
Right.
Yes.
And so I'm glad you talked about that, because one of my questions was just when we see, like you're like I said, you're a legend to us. You're one of the legends and one of the top comedians, because we know going to a Tommy Davidson show, you're going to laugh. No matter what, you're going to laugh. There's going to be something that's going to cause you to laugh. And you're going to be like, damn, I remember this. You know what I mean? Because you do jokes that have a nostalgic type feel. Because right now, there's a lot of humor where they're just trying to water it down because they're scared of cancel culture. Whereas you're going to say what's on your mind. But when you mentioned Hollywood, we have seen some of our greatest go through these times. Like, for example, like you, Dave, Martin, y'all DC guys.
Right.
We've also seen those DC guys hit those spells where it's like, this was a dark time in Hollywood. Where, how did you guys come through that? And what is it in Hollywood where you say, I got to separate from that? Like, what is that for, like the younger people that may not even know, but aspire to sit in your seat?
It's just a matter of just recognizing what the experience has for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's one of the, I can only speak for myself. One of the things that balanced me was that's not me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm an entertainer
Mm-hmm.
as a worker, as a job.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So knowing that and having had work jobs, you know, and being able to have a job on this level,
Yeah.
it's a job.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
But being the fame,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you know, and people treating you in high regard, you
Mm-hmm.
know, or treating you the opposite.
Right. Right.
All of a sudden, you know, you're either under scrutiny,
Mm-hmm.
you know, or you're being praised.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And for a normal human being, that's a lot.
Right.
That's a lot. So it really comes down to, you know, what experience is stuck to your character.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and one of the things I struggled with was I felt an apartness
Okay.
about it.
Okay.
And I had to discover what that was about.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of that had to do with my own upbringing and the way I came into the world, being abandoned as an infant, always have to fit in with black and white because my family was white and I grew up in a black city.
Right.
You know, so anytime I feel that alienation, that core, you know, that core feeling comes about.
Yeah.
But over time, what it was for me was, wait a second, you know, I'm not Tommy Davidson, the film star, musician, the entertainer. I'm Barbara Davidson's youngest son, Tommy.
Yes. Yes.
And where I fit in that family and the community I grew up with.
Yeah.
And the community I grew up in
Mm-hmm.
is not like the community in Hollywood.
Right. Right.
So you know, what you see is what you get.
Mm-hmm.
When I grew up,
Mm-hmm.
you know, somebody said there was a friend and acted as a friend.
Yeah.
Was a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Not a fake out.
Yeah.
You know, like, hey, I'm your friend. I'm your friend. I'm your friend. Now I got my rewards. Hey,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's like, you know, and I had to go through that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm sure, you know, there's people that could say, hey, I saw Tommy Davidson one time, and he wasn't there with me. He was dismissive.
Yeah.
I'm human.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and it's not normal for a person to wake up in the morning and speak to 300 people by the time you go to bed.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But I can hang on in there with it now. I'm in there with it now because I've been able to connect that to my garage clicker. You know, I used to have to park my car on the curb and be up all night with one eye open. You know what I mean? And once I figured out, wait a minute,
Yeah.
all that stuff came from the people that love my act.
Right.
Yes.
That
Right.
love my comedy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially, you know, the pay scale will go up.
Mm-hmm.
But if I look at it as this is me,
Mm-hmm.
then there's some separation going on,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know,
Absolutely.
from that.
Yeah.
But if I realize that the job is getting better as I go,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm doing the job better
Right.
as I go.
Right.
It's one of the things I love about our U.S. military
Mm-hmm.
And the African Americans in it
Mm-hmm.
is that the military promotes by merit,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
not by race.
Right. Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And so if you see somebody in a certain position,
Mm-hmm.
they worked at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
I was on a battleship one time in Italy, and the guy said, "Man, I'm going to grab the Sailor of the Year."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Okay, good." A little Filipino girl about that big, you know.
Yeah.
You know, we went to. I was in Iraq, and there was a missile radar station.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go and get the person that runs this facility.
Yeah.
Support we can do from the Bronx.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
If we can learn a lesson from that
Mm-hmm.
and bring that on home,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But I have to say, at least the best part of that
Mm-hmm.
is that people around the world get to see that
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. Yes. Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
and get to see us in a different light.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
You know what I mean? In leadership roles that we earned.
And so what you saying, like merit in comedy, now we see that you can cut on your phone, and then boom, people can get access to you, to your act, to your skill.
Yeah.
But your merit was, doing the little research. You started with a strip club with 5 minutes.
Woo!
And now you've worked and you've polished that and molded that until we got the diamond that we have. You get what I'm saying? So how do you feel with the current technology of comedy versus you guys that had to go through the grit of, I got 5 minutes and I got to make these people laugh no matter what.
Right.
Versus I can just cut the phone on, and if it tank, I'll try something else.
Right. I've been able to surmise it as, the just the universal principle that the more you do, the more you get. And the more that you understand. And not and having an equilibrium towards balance. And when it comes to change and progress. I'm sure this is how I feel about the internet and comics that came up in this generation with all the technology and stuff. I compare it to probably the people who saw the first car, because they were on a horse.
Right.
And they said, man, what is that thing? It can't even go up a hill.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now they name cars after horsepower.
Right.
But it wouldn't make any sense for me to go, I ain't never getting one of them things.
Right.
I'm stick with this daggone horse right here.
Right.
I'm sticking with this here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm rained on. You know what I mean?
But it's reliable.
Yeah. I'm riding it in the snow. You know what I mean? A tiger could eat it. But just spending more time, accepting it and adjusting to it.
Yeah.
And referencing the wisdom that came out of tactile experience as opposed to in the palm of your hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's one of the things about the internet in general is, and this is all opinion.
Yeah.
In general, is that the whole world is in your hand. It looks like. So soon as you open your phone, you got some young lady saying, I was with an older man and he tore me up. You know what I mean? Tore it up.
Yeah.
I beat it down like Chinese bunk beds. And you know what I mean? And it had to do with this product. You know what I mean? As soon as I opened the daggone phone.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, social media, it's pseudo life,
Yeah.
I got me 8,000 friends, but I asked them for $1 each and they all gone. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
So and you can actually see and touch, people that are right there.
Right. Right.
You see chandeliers and all this other stuff in the background.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I'm on vacation in at the Cannes. You know what I mean? Yeah, I got me a friend to go to Cannes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a really nice photo.
Right.
And then anybody can say anything, and everybody gets to read it. It's like the bathroom stall. It's public.
Right. Right.
And just a couple more questions because we know we don't want to keep you too long, even though we would love to have you as long as we possibly.
Oh, this is cool. We'll do it again.
I know that's right. Yes, y'all heard it here first. So one of my questions, especially about your work, is I know he wants to talk about Bamboozled, and then one of the questions that I have is about the Proud family because Proud means a lot to a lot of people, and especially a lot of people who enjoy the Proud family, and it mimics, the cadences of Black families and just the importance of togetherness and wholeness and having those two parents in a household and the issues that they may experience. Now, being a father yourself and being this character, what does he mean to you, even outside of the role?
There's a whole lot there. What it means for me as a father and as a Black man is that I represent the family principle of us, and it's not portrayed that often.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So that cartoon doing that is instilling that in the kids.
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
see what I mean? Instead of the battle between Drake and another rapper. You know? You know? And it's covered
Yeah.
more than one generation.
Yeah.
So 25 years ago, it was number one on Disney Channel.
Mhm.
But now 25 years later, it's number one in the world
Right.
because it's on Disney Plus.
Right.
And
Right.
I raised from 36 to 3, and all of them is involved in the Proud family, which
Mhm.
means everybody is.
Yeah. Yeah.
For years, I had fraternities showing me their Halloween is Proud family. It's part of culture.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I am Oscar Proud.
Yeah.
Good.
That's right.
So dealing with the culture, one of the movies that Kim and I both
Love it.
reference and love it. Like even when we get an opportunity to say them nigga apples work every goddamn time.
Goddamn time. Them nigga apples work every goddamn time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know?
Yeah. Right.
What? I mean, 1, 2. I mean, yeah, fucking hut. You know what I mean?
So one, there's so many questions I have about the movie. One, how did you get to be able to be in that role with Spike? And then also of Spike's movies, and then just in general, why do you think that movie isn't discussed as much as it should be? Because it is a cultural staple even today. And this, you can watch that movie as a new release right now, and it is extremely relevant at this time. But even if we do like doing our research for the interview right now, there's not a lot of conversation where people even talk to you about that movie Bamboozled.
Yeah, because no one ever talks about white cultural shame and how when that pops up, they have a tendency not to show it.
Right. Right.
Tendency to hold it back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we don't really want to deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I watch Schindler's List all day.
Right.
So it's just one of those things that comes with where we are.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, and 400 years is a long time.
Yeah.
And it's called progress.
Right.
You know, but the truth is so compelling and so powerful in that movie that it stands out, and it will always stand out.
Yes.
Because the movie is forever.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
You know, so get over it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Get past it so we all can.
Right. Right.
You know?
Was there any emotions that was attached to that while being in the role? Meaning like where you just feel like you've seen this in Hollywood, or you've maybe even experienced it yourself?
Yeah. Yeah. It was the fact that what really got me and Savion was we really had to do the things that those actors did. I mean, those minstrel, you know, performers did.
Yes.
We had to actually put the black stuff on. We had to actually do the exact dialogue they were doing, which was really complex.
Yes.
And really brilliant.
Yes.
But they had to do that to eat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so every time we did that, we became what we were.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it was tough.
Yeah.
It was tough because we had to, you know, acting, we had to take out some real emotion on that, right?
Right. Right.
Then you start to realize, wait a minute, you know?
Yeah.
They had their knee on my neck.
Yes.
Not for 45 seconds or whatever.
Right. Right. Right.
For 100.
Right.
You know, so that reality kind of played in to our emotion, but there we were in New York City. We were one of the best directors ever.
Yes.
And we were getting the message out there. And what better movie could you do?
Right. How did you get chosen for that part? How did you and Spike link up for that movie?
He came to me.
Oh, did he?
Wow.
Came out to LA. I said, he said, I got something for you.
Okay.
You've seen in my act probably, you know, me doing the slave in the act. That we went to McDonald's deep in the South. You know, what you want, boy? Shh. Point to the number. They find out you can read, they will kill your ass. Yeah, you take this bag and you run, boy.
Yeah.
Run, boy. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That scene where you hit him, where you hit Savion with I'll tap dance for your master. Cool.
Yeah.
Like that was so deep. Like I said, it's relevant to this day because that's what we see it, and we know that there's a conflict with a lot of people that may not necessarily like a script or something that they have, but I got to feed my family.
And even the
Right.
transformation of you going from this is my homeboy to okay, now let me fall back into this act because you understand what I'm saying to you now if I talk to you this way.
Yeah.
That was brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just being African American, some circumstances, the circumstances of the way that this all is set up, can sever friendships. Because you have a choice between an opportunity and friendship.
Yeah. Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why in when I did Varnell Hill.
Yeah, that was my next guy. I was going to talk about Varnell.
I really said that to Martin. In real life.
Yeah.
And when I came to his show, he was, man, yo, he do this, dude. I said, when you start talking to people like that,
yeah,
you know what I mean? And then he was like, man, you don't know how it is over here. I said, I'll show you in living color style. And watch people. You know what I mean?
It literally right here is written Varnell Hill Martin because I wanted to know that scene is once again iconic, and that the catfish is delicious. It blows everybody's mind to this day.
Yeah, because none of it was written.
Yeah, I was going to say, were you guys just in a flow at that point in time, or okay?
Well, he said it was a difference between his show and mine.
Right.
I run this one, and you were part of his cast. Okay, let's see. So when the script came out, I didn't do nothing that was on there. So every answer that I had, something that we didn't rehearse.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So once we was done that, he's like, yeah, all right, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, and I see his point too.
Yeah.
It's different being a manager at a restaurant or an employee.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Nah.
They give me the.
I know. Tommy, we appreciate you so much. Thank you for taking the time, going overtime with us.
Hey.
Awesome.
Yes.
You are now officially one of our cousins at TDS Radio, so you're more than welcome to
Plus,
come.
they got my initials in half of it. You see that?
Right.
Yeah. That's it.
Right.
Tommy Davidson Star. You know what I mean?
Because we ain't get a chance to talk about tongue in cheek, which we can send you.
We'll get there.
Because I definitely want to talk about tongue in cheek.
Just say to be continued.
That's it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
All
right.
Weekend, if that's a possibility, would love to come out.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Please. Do I always invite media out?
Okay.
You're more than welcome, man.
Thank you very much. Then we'll see you this weekend.
Let's get it on in now.
All right now.
Right, thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Take care, y'all.
All right. Bye-bye.
Proud of y'all.
Thank you very much.
Do y'all thing, man.
Tommy Davis, hold on. Tommy Davis just said he's proud of us. Two siblings from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Damn it, we doing it.
And you from Pittsburgh? Shoot.
You from Pittsburgh.
you and Curtis Martin, man.
Can't tell me nothing.
Yeah, my weekend is set.
Uh-huh.
F that. Nigga apples work every goddamn time.
All right, now, later, y'all.
Y'all be cool. See you this weekend. All right.
All right.
See you this weekend. Bye-bye.
Thank y'all for hanging with us. I'm sorry I was not looking at the comments. I was all the way involved on the
Yeah, I wasn't looking at the comments
so
either.
I apologize. But just appreciate y'all for rocking with us. This was awesome.
This was great. One of many where we start to deal with, well, how does my nigga Kendrick say it? Sometimes you have to just pop out on niggas.
You know what?
Certified boogie man. I'm the one to show you niggas.
That's where we're going with this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. All right.
Because y'all
stop.
Don't know. No.
Stop.
Y'all don't know. No. See, you telling me to stop. But listen, y'all don't know how proud I am of my sister. Because to be able to get this interview, this was on the merit of the name and brand that we're building and not iHeartMedia and not Choice FM. This is on, I know my shit, and I'm going to go do what I do because this is what I do. And so for those that didn't respect how she did what she did, every now and again, you got to pop out and show niggas that I still can do what I did, but better. Because this ain't your shit. this here my juke joint. This here my juke joint. So I didn't set this interview up. She did. And I just got a chance to be a part of something that she hit me up with, hey, we about to interview Tommy Davidson. And I'm over here. I went to the bathroom 5 times before this interview. And that is no bullshit. I went to the bathroom 5 times. She over here like, da. Agent hit her up like, yeah, we didn't get the email. And you did. Da, 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 bip, bip, sent email, bop, bip, boop. And I'm over here pissing and shitting all over the place because I got the bubble guts. So now let me cook, son. Ain't that how they say it? Let me cook, son. Let me cook. So when it's time to give just due to those who get just due, I'm tired of black people only getting they just due when they can't hear it. So I'm giving my sister the just due of I am proud of you for being able to show people that I am consistent. Right? Because I did this at iHeart, I did this at Choice, and now I'm doing it for myself. And so to be able to be consistent like that, and once again, take the blows of being told, one of the things I wanted him to expound on, but maybe because he knows us now, we can ask him. I wanted him to, he had mentioned before something that he heard a lot. You're not what we're looking for. And I wanted to ask that question in a close, but we had to talk about Bamboozle because nobody ever talks about it, because in a sense, that's what has happened to Kim. You're not what we're looking for. If I was a male, then I would have gotten this, or if I was, this type of person, I would have gotten this opportunity. If I was this nationality, then sure. I've seen the letters that you have been written where people tell you you're off base about the sound of the music and the bed of music is too high and all, just nitpicking your shit. So every now and again, because you're not the shit talker, it's me. And people already don't like me, so keep it going. Don't give a shit. 43. Probably got all the friends I'ma have. It is what it is. But what I will say is this. Ain't no nigga got her back like me, so I'll talk the shit then. Let me, it's not a DJ board. Let me cook. That's all I'm saying. Shit was dope. Oh, I always invite the media to did you hear what he said? Man, I'm proud of y'all. That shit means something. That shit means something. I'm proud of y'all. Tommy Davidson, a nigga who's don't have to even take the interview. I'm proud of y'all. And you know what I think it is? Because the interview was relevant. It ain't us trying to shuck and jive. We did our homework. It was professional. We in, we out. I would have loved to do it longer, but guess what? Now you remember us enough to where we can, next time he comes to Raleigh, we make sure we get that interview first, because we got it first. Nobody else has done an interview with him, and his show is on Friday, so we got it first. So in all seriousness, I appreciate everybody who tunes into TDS. I appreciate what you did, Kim, and let's keep putting foots in asses. Motherfuckers. We got Tommy Davidson to say our favorite line. Them niggas apples work every goddamn time. Shit just hurt. Like, man, do you understand? I got that DVD at the crib. Like, I might watch it when I go home. Like, we did it, son. Yeah. You know what we should do? This is a challenge that we should do. And maybe while it's fresh, we should ask Tommy, can he help us with it? Because In Living Color is our culture. Our culture. It was our voice. It was our culture. We should see if we could try to get as many In Living Color interviews as possible. Just to see where they're at. Not to necessarily talk about In Living Color, but we cannot ignore the impact that In Living Color has had on comedy from the time they came out to this day. I mean, just flat out, like, there's no way you can ignore it. the Super Bowl, the reason why we see Jay-Z having access and all that is because the Keenan Ivory Wayans had a genius idea. We're going to go live at the halftime at Super Bowl. The following year, they had to get Michael Jackson. My goodness, like that is power and that's genius. But if we can try to get as many of them as possible and say we started with Tommy, but you know, David Allen Greer and you know the original cast, like because then there was another cast and that had the Jamie Foxxes and all that stuff. But the original cast, and the reason why is because they set the tone, they set the bar. Then everybody else came behind them because Keenan and his brothers kicked that door open. But I'm proud of you. Yeah, and Kim. I'm sorry, because Kim is an original castmate. But I'm proud of you, Sib. And let's keep doing what we do.
Hey, let's do it. Well,
TDS Radio, because y'all know this is our break. So this was a special
so we out.
yeah, because I was nervous. I'm like, now we only out here because
Thank you, Kay.
yeah, we only out here because Tommy. Now, what time it started? I thought it started at 6. It was what time did it start? Because if Tommy played us, I'm gonna feel some type of way. Then in between 6 and she's like, oh, 6:30. No, I gotta pee again. Now I had to go pee and took at least 2 shits. I'm just
Okay, that's enough. That's enough.
had the bubble guts, y'all. But we love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. TDS Radio, our voice, our culture. We will see you on Tuesday. Peace.